How did I make $2,000? But my bank account looks like it got mugged. Who stole the other 600? Oh, right. Taxes. Welcome to adult life. It's like being charged DLC for existing. Number 1, taxes. Taxes are basically the subscription fee for living in a functioning society. Netflix charges you $15 so you can watch people cry about breakups. Wow. The government charges you a chunk of your paycheck so you can drive on roads without falling into a medieval pit. And yet they blame us. You've got federal income tax, the big boss, state tax, DLC content depending on where you live, Social Security, the government forcing you to save because you probably wouldn't. And then there's Medicare, health insurance for when your knees give up after aging 40. And then the government says, file your taxes. Bro, you already know what I owe. Why am I the one doing the math? It's like a teacher giving you a test on material that she hasn't even taught yet. Some people pay taxes quarterly, some people pay once a year. Some people don't pay at all. Until Netflix releases a documentary about them called The Accountant Who Forgot to Count. But hey, countries with higher taxes often have higher qualities of life. So yeah, your money disappears, but at least your taco truck gets inspected. Probably. I don't know. Number 2, banks. You walk into a bank, you deposit $1,000, and you think it's going into a vault guarded by a bald eagle with a shotgun. Nope. The bank is immediately giving most of it to Kyle so he can buy a jet ski that he absolutely cannot afford. It's called fractional reserve banking, which is a fancy way of saying your money isn't really there, but trust us, bro, okay? Banks keep a tiny fraction for emergencies, but if everyone shows up at once, congratulations, you just started a bank run. We haven't seen one of those since 2008. Also known as the year adults cried. How banks make money. Well, you give them your money, they give it to someone else at higher interest, they keep the difference, they give you like 15 cents. But the bank is still safer than your shoebox. Your shoebox doesn't have FDIC insurance. Your shoebox has ants. Number 3, interest. Interest is money's way of saying, if you borrow me, I charge rent. There are 2 types. Simple interest, straightforward, like, here's your fee, now leave. And compound interest. This one's different. This is where your money has babies, and the babies have babies, and suddenly you're rich because your dollars are out there multiplying like rabbits. For example, if you owe 20% on a credit card and you miss payments, your debt becomes a Marvel villain. That $12 burrito becomes a $60 regret. But investing at 7% compound interest? That's your money becoming a loyal soldier working 24/7. If you're paying interest, kill it. If you're earning interest, leave it alone and let it cook. Number 4, inflation. You buy chips. Open them. Half air. Price 30%. Higher than last year. That's inflation. Money slowly losing value like a phone battery at 1%. But why does it happen? Well, too much money in circulation. Everyone wants the same TV, so the price goes up. Supply chain problems, like when one boat got stuck and suddenly toilet paper cost more than Bitcoin. And expectations. If people think prices will go up, they spend now, pushing prices up. A little inflation, around 2%, is healthy. A lot is, I can't afford eggs anymore. To fight it, governments raise rates, so borrowing gets expensive. People spend less, and the economy chills out. Number 5 are recessions. A recession is when the economy shrinks for 6 months straight. Suddenly, people lose jobs. Companies panic. Everyone stops buying dumb things like $40 candles. Oh my God! What will I do without my candles? Why do recessions happen? High interest rates, global disasters, pandemics, remember that? A single ship doing a 3-point turn in the Suez Canal. Come on, guys. The economic cycle being dramatic as usual. The economy is like a party. Boom phase, everyone's vibing. Peak, shots for everyone. Recession, lights off, music off, someone crying in the bathroom. Recessions aren't forever. They're a painful reset before the next boom. Number 6 are credit scores. Your credit score is a number between 300 and 850 that decides whether lenders trust you or treat you like a financial criminal. Factors include payment history. Just pay on time, bro. Credit utilization, and then the credit age, followed by credit mix and hard inquiries. Your credit score is like a pet dog. Ignore it. It poops all over your life. Or take care of it. It helps you buy a house. You can have zero debt and still have a bad score if you've never used credit. It's like trying to get hired with no work experience. Sorry, sir, you need experience to get experience. Number 7, currency. Money is not real. It's only valuable because we all agree that it is. A dollar bill has value because society says so. A stick does not, unless you're 7 years old and it's your legendary sword of fire. The government prints money. The central banks regulate it so we don't accidentally turn into Zimbabwe inflation 2.0. Money is a collective hallucination, but a very useful one. Without it, we'd still be trading goats for bread. Number 8 is investing. Want to beat inflation? Invest. Investing means your money goes to work while you're asleep, scrolling TikTok or crying over your credit score. What can you invest in? Stocks, bonds, funds or ETFs, and real estate. Investing isn't about luck. It's about time, patience, and not panic selling when the market dips 3%. The biggest risk is not investing and letting inflation steal your future while you're not paying attention. Next is value. Value is whatever humans decide that it is. A normal rock? Useless. A shiny yellow rock? Oh my God, gold! Let me pay rent for this. Steve Jobs didn't become rich because he was lucky. He created massive value. Doctors and lawyers earn more because the value they provide is high. Gucci can sell the same bag at Walmart for 100 times the price because people perceive it as valuable. If you learn how to create value, real or perceived, money follows. Next is time. Time is your most valuable asset. Rich people don't get money because they work more hours. They get money because their time is leveraged. And nothing leverages time better than investing. Compound interest plus decades is equal to wealth. You don't beat the system. You use it. A little money, invested consistently, with enough time, becomes a lot of money. If you learned something today, congratulations. You just unlocked the Financial Brain DLC. Subscribe or my Stickman version will cry.